Well, National Australia Bank has lifted its cash profit almost 9% during this financial year to $7.7 billion. Joining me now is business reporter Ed Boyd. Ed, today's profit comes after NAB became the first bank to raise interest rates yesterday.
Yep, I said yesterday, expect some of the banks to start lifting rates with all the things going on with Optus chewing up the airtime. That's exactly what happened. NAB were the first bank to lift their interest rates by 25 basis points. They also lifted their deposit rates as well. But as soon as NAB did it, ANZ and Westpac jumped on board as well. CBA hasn't moved yet, but expect them to do that any time soon. But yeah, look, National Australia Bank, one of the biggest banks in Australia, reported their full year profit today. $7.7 billion in the year. Believe it or not, that's actually a little bit under what analysts were expecting. But I think shareholders should still be pretty happy because obviously it's been a challenging couple of years really for everyone living in Australia, particularly to do with the economy, and the banks have had a bit of a tough time, but they're clearly really on the way back now. We've seen the cash rate go up 13 times since May last year, and that's basically boosting the balance sheets of all the banks across the country and giving them massive profits. NAB, $7.7 billion today, dividend 84 cents per share for shareholders. So I think shareholders will be pretty pleased, and we'll have to see what happens to the NAB share price when the market opens in just under an hour's time.
Not so much, and NAB has flagged a softening economic environment due to higher interest rates and a slowing down in consumer spending, but it's not hurting their profit margin one single bit right now.
Well, it doesn't appear to be. So they've posted a really big profit today. And just like Westpac on Monday, actually, they had a very large profit as well. And both banks' CEOs have basically been saying the same thing. They're expecting the economy to continue slowing down as we head into next year due to customers basically starting to really cut back on their spending. This is what the Reserve Bank wants. They want to bring inflation down. We've been talking about it all year. We know inflation is still too high. This is the chief executive of NAB just giving some brief comments to his own internal systems this morning. But we've got a grab we can play of him talking about the economic outlook. It's Ross McEwen, the head of NAB.
Inflation's coming down, but it's stubborn, but the economy itself is still in okay shape. We do not see a recession. We still see Australia growing through 2024, but it will feel a lot slower. And that's what a lot of our customers are finding. It's getting tougher, and they're having to make decisions about where do they spend their money. And that will have an impact over time, which is probably what's needed to get inflation down.
Stat, Laura, we need to look at is mortgage delinquencies, and NAB measure them. All the banks measure them. At NAB today, they've said they rose 9 basis points during the past 12 months. So that's loans that are 90 days past their due date, and it's all due to people struggling on their mortgages. Admittedly, the rate is still pretty low. It's only 0.75% of their loan book, but it is on the rise, and it's on the rise across the whole banking sector.
Okay, Ed, we'll check in next hour when we see the market open. Thanks so much.